Joining us now is past President Wendy Beattie. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. So you've had a long and varied career. So can you tell us about the program that you run at Eastern Michigan?
So long, huh? We have to start with that. Anyway, I was in clinical practice for 30 years, and in the area where I was practicing, there was a turnover and a need for a new director for the program. What we do as orthotists and prosthetists improves people's lives, and that's what drove me into the career.
Sure.
Being an educator lets me reach so many more people, because now not only am I helping my patients, but each year we have 20 students who graduate, and I am helping all of the patients that each of them see, and each year there are another 20 to 22. I think that we as a profession need to embrace our educational programs, support our educational programs, because of course they are the future of our profession.
Right. So tell us, what kind of research is a critical part of the master's degree program?
Right, so our program at Eastern Michigan is primarily a program to educate clinicians. But having said that, research is a critical component in being a clinician, not necessarily to perform the research, but to be a critical consumer of the research. We tell the students that we don't want you practicing orthotics and prosthetics the way we teach it to you, because that's going to change over the years. We want you to be able to adapt your practice to current state of the science. And the only way that students can know what the current state of the science is after they graduate is to be familiar with research, and to be able to say, this research has merit and this research does not. So
Sure.
I am going to change my practice to reflect this research. So we have each of the students perform enough research involving literature review and internal review board submissions, so that they are familiar with the research process and can appreciate good versus not so good research.
Right, sure. And I'm just curious, so how does technology play a factor in all of this?
It's a really interesting question, because while technology changes the way we practice, the emphasis should always be on the person and not on the device. So we need to start, regardless of what the new technology brings to us, we need to start with the person. What we do is we provide tools for people to enhance their lives, but they're just tools, and unless we understand where people are in terms of what their needs are, what they're missing, what their goals are, the amount of technology is not going to help them. So again, I think that the technology has advanced tremendously, but the emphasis should always be on the evaluation and the care of the whole person,
Definitely.
not on a device.
Sure. And then so, you've touched on this briefly before, but can you just kind of elaborate for me? What are some advice you can give for students or recent graduates?
Okay, so be a lifelong learner. Be a member of the Academy. I think that if you are going to be a professional, then being a professional involves always learning and always growing, and always striving to make the next orthosis or prosthesis better than the last one, to not accept the status quo, but to push further. And whether that is in the clinical care of patients, whether that is in research, whether that is being involved in your professional associations and your local charities, I think that being a professional involves a lot of these things, and I think that it's the best profession in the world. I hope that all the recent grads have as much joy from what they are able to do for others as I have.
That's wonderful.
The profession is full of bright, open-minded, creative problem solvers who want to make the world a better place, and I welcome you to it.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Wendy, for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.